Hi, I'm Dr. Evelyn Burtis, physical therapist with Benchmark Physical Therapy. I'm a board-certified orthopedic specialist, a fellow with American Academy of Manual Physical Therapy, and I'm also a certified women's health specialist. With what is going on in our environment these days, many of us are limited to our homes, especially if you're pregnant. And there's so much concern as to what the limited activity might do to our overall well-being. Physical activity can help with gestational diabetes. It can help to lower your stress level. It can help to reduce the tension and the pains that might come along around your shoulder blades, your upper back, your middle back. If you have any sciatic type issues, exercise can help with that. What I'm going to do is go over some very simple exercises that might help to mitigate these symptoms. And these can be done at home with very minimal equipment. When we talk about women's health exercises, many of us think about the Kegel exercises. Although that is one of the most important exercises that can be performed pre and post delivery, there is a vast array of other exercises that can be used to stretch, to strengthen, and to work on the pelvic floor. I'm going to go over some easy stretches that can be performed at home using the strap, the ball, and a tennis ball for trigger point release. Find a table or the floor that can be used to lay flat on in a comfortable position. And then we're going to start out first with the pelvic tilts. So holding your knees bent at about 90 degrees, go ahead and tip your tummy lower into the table. Hold it for a few seconds and relax. Push the small of your back into the table and relax. And you can repeat that anywhere from 10 to 30 repetitions at your comfort level. Once you get used to those exercises, you can make it a little bit more challenging by raising one knee up, then the other, while you're maintaining the pelvic tilt. Perform the pelvic tilt, right knee up towards your chest, then your left knee up towards your chest. Now to make it a little bit more challenging, you can do the pelvic tilt, right knee, left arm. Bring it back down while maintaining the pelvic tilt, alternating the arm and the knee. Alternating the arm and the knee. Now while you're performing these exercises, it shouldn't hurt your back or your tummy. Another exercise is the bridge. And here you're tightening your tummy, you're tightening your glutes, and you're lifting up towards the ceiling and back down. Tighten everything, lift up towards the ceiling and back down. You can use a little plastic ball to work the inner thigh or the adductors. Put that between your knees. Go ahead and squeeze the ball in as tightly as you can, and then lift your bottom up and back down. You can let go of the squeeze, squeeze it again, engage the adductors, and lift up with your glutes, your abdomen, and your core, and back down and let go. Another variation for the bridge can be using a TheraBand or an elastic band. You can put that around your knees, separate the knees to work the abductors, the outer part of your thighs. While you're holding the opening of the thighs, lift your bottom up and then come back and bring your knees together. So separate your knees, maintain the separation, and then engage your core and your glutes as you lift your bottom up and then back down and bring your knees together. Now to make this more challenging, as you separate your legs and lift your bottom up, take a weighted ball and raise it overhead. Bring it back down and back down. Separate the knees, lift the bottom up for the bridge, raise the ball overhead, bring it back down, bring the knees together, bring your bottom down. And as you're raising your arms up overhead, you're incorporating your upper abdomen as well. Now I'm going to go over some other simple stretches that can be used to help stretch the low back, your hips, and actually your entire leg. The first one is going to be just a simple rock, holding both your knees together, rock to the left as far as you can,
Come back to the middle and rock to the opposite side as far as you can, and you'll feel a nice stretch in your lower back. To the left and to the right. You can also pull one knee up towards your chest as much as your abdomen will let you. And switch sides. Pull the other knee up towards your chest. And this will help to stretch the lower back and the glutes on the same side that you're lifting up. Another really nice stretch for the lower back is bringing both your knees up towards your chest. And relaxing back down. Bring both your knees up towards your chest. And bring it back down. You can also cross your left ankle onto your right knee. So you're actually making a figure 4. And you can very gently push on your left knee. And you should feel a nice stretch in the front of your thigh and the back of your thigh. And this will help with any type of sciatic issues that you might have in the bottom of your leg that might travel down into the lower portion of your leg. This stretch will help to release the tension in that glute and your piriformis area. You can obviously switch sides and do the other side. And back down. And you can also use a strap to help stretch your hamstrings. And the hamstrings are the muscles that go down the back of your leg and attach to the knee. Put the strap on the bottom of your foot. You can straighten out the other leg and just help to pull it straight up. When you feel a gentle stretch in the back of your leg, you'll feel it all the way into your calf and also to the bottom of your foot. Hold it there for about 20 seconds. Take it back down. Bring it up again. Engage your hamstring, and then you can take it out to stretch the inner thigh, the muscles that we just used when we were squeezing on the ball. Hold that and bring it back down. And you can also engage the hamstring and get the outer part of the thigh that you worked when you were using the band to separate your knees. Hold that for about 20 seconds and bring it back down. And the stretches you can do anywhere from 3 repetitions to 5 repetitions. Make sure that you feel a nice stretch in your glutes and your hips. Another really nice little trick that I like to use for women that have sciatic issues or pain in the glutes and the bottom is trigger point using a tennis ball. And this is something very simple and oh so beneficial. You can take this ball and place it in the area that you might have the most tension. And you can go ahead and just wiggle your knees from side to side for a nice trigger point release. And this should help to release the tension in that area and maybe reduce some of the symptoms that are going down into the leg. So these are simple exercises that can be done at home. The pelvic tilts and the bridges can be done anywhere from 12 to 30 repetitions. The stretches can be done anywhere from 3 to 5 repetitions with a nice 20-second hold. And as I mentioned earlier, please do not do any of these exercises unless you check with your OB and your gyne to make sure it is safe for you to actually participate in these exercises. So on to the best exercise for women's health, the Kegel exercise, making sure that you're pulling your pelvic floor up into your abdomen towards your rib cage and relaxing. So think of lifting the basket up towards your rib cage, hold it for a few seconds and let go. Lift up to your rib cage, hold it for a few seconds and let go. And you can start with 1 or 2 seconds and building it all the way up to a minute. And this will help immensely when we're dealing with urinary incontinence that might occur before the delivery and perhaps after the delivery. Thank you for taking the time to watch these videos. I welcome any feedback that you might have so that I can make these videos better, or if you have any topic suggestions. We at Benchmark take physical therapy and occupational therapy very seriously, and we most definitely want to be able to help you with your rehab needs. We are open for service in person, and for those that cannot make it into the clinic, we are also available via telehealth, and this is through secure internet services.
And we will do everything in our power to help you regain your strength, be mobile, and to remain healthy through those unforeseen times that we are in.